Morning folks, welcome back. We are on the porch project again for our probably 6th or 7th day of build, and today's a big day because I get to close the roof in and put a roof light on this upstand. Like many things, I've not done one of these before, so stick around and I'll show you how I get on. Okay, just in case you haven't watched the previous videos, I'll show you where I am with the build up so far. I've got an OSB deck, that's on fairing strips, so we've got a fall coming this way. Now last year I did this big one behind me and I've done a full video on installing it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video on any of that. It's all about the roof light today. So this is where we are with the upstand. Now I've taken the EPDM over the top and that's where we'll be sealing the roof light down onto. All the corners I've done and flashed those and detailed those. And I also chased in that lead over there yesterday. That just needs to be finished off and pointed up. Now I did get a dry fit in yesterday as I had someone here to help me lift the roof light up onto the roof. And I've gone around and worked out exactly how many of these packers I need. So last week I bought this extra section of EPDM to tie into the other main roof. And if you remember last year, the main roof was supplied by Rubber for Roofs and they kindly gifted us that for the video and also gave us a discount code to share with you lot, and very, very kindly they've done the same with this roof light. So I'll be including that discount code down in the description. Right, the basics of the install are we've got an expanding foam rubbery foam tape which sits on the inside of the aperture. It basically just seals the glass to give you a nice airtight seal on the inside. It's not supporting any of the weight as such. Then the whole frame itself sits down onto a nice neat bead of silicone all the way around, and then it's attached secondary fixings all the way through, which is what we need these packers for. Got my notes down on the floor down here, blue and black. We kind of worked out the spacing, so it'll give me a head start today. Now as part of the kit they also supplied a whole huge pack of packers, because roof lights are designed to be slightly oversized. That's really because yes, you might not get everything perfect with your upstand, hopefully you do, but the more you put a pitch on the upstand, of course it ends up being slightly oversized than the level measurement. So you know, it's a 900 aperture, but actually the upstand's probably about 910 or something like that. But I'm actually going to rely on Joe to come up and lift the roof light on, because I want to try and sit it down square rather than me try and tip it on and wrestle it on. So well, I'm going to do everything I can before she gets up here, because it all depends on children's nap times. That's going to be a bit easier. Now the instructions ask for a 75mm upstand. In this case I've achieved that by using 63mm CLS and 12mm OSB on the outside, and then you know the 2mm of rubber on the outside, but there is a bit of leniency because it is slightly oversized. You can see how much thinner it is now I get into the centre of the roll, but this will expand. So here's a little section of upstands. You can see the EPDM comes up the side and over the top. That's on with contact adhesive. You don't necessarily need it to come all the way over, but it just made sense to do that. The expanding tape is on the inside, that foam tape, and then now we're going to put a nice thick bead of silicone all the way around, which is what the aluminium is going to bed onto. I've been given the 2-minute nod from Joe, so it's all systems go to get the sealant on. I'm going to set it in a tiny bit from the edge because of the shape of the aluminium. It actually sits slightly further in than the edge. For one day only, here she comes. She's got the boots on. She means business. It's only single story.
Tim, this is not safe. Tim, I don't want to do this. This is not safe. Tim.
You can't.
Can't do that.
Come on. I'm here. I'll come up behind you. Does that help? Well, then I'm there to help you around the corner. Come on, I'll come down. Keep going. But keep going. Well, you could use your feet rather than your knees, but okay. Oh. Right, you're gonna have to stand up, darling.
I'm not. I can't.
No, silicone there. Careful. Right. Okay. Oh, 2 hands. It's fine. Done. 2 hands like this. Okay. Bend your knees. Okay. Then keep going around the side where I am. Yeah. Now just feel either side to make sure it's the same, similar gaps. Yeah. No gap. That's right. I can fiddle from here. All right. I'll help you down.
How am I going to get down?
High five. Well done.
How am I going to get down?
I'll just lower you down through the hole.
No.
Cheers. Baby's crying. Quick. Baby's crying. She's Mummy. It's her first word. You might have missed it. Come on. Your phone's going to fall out your pocket. It's just like soft play. Yeah, you're on.
There's nothing to stop me just flying.
She puts the couple in restoration couple. I'll let you know if we need to lift it off again, okay? Oh dear, it's all fun and games. Well, that was pretty painless. I do love it when things are fairly straightforward. I guess it's time for the big reveal. So there we go, folks. The roof light is done, and it really was as simple as it looked. Like many things, down to the preparation, getting the upstand ready, getting the right fall on that, and the EPDM over. So when you actually come to fit the roof light, it's just a case of putting those seals down, plonking it on, and getting it fitted. Now the roof light we used was the Sky Seal range. All of this was from Roof Depot, which is like the sister company of Rubber for Roofs. Some companies will just offer essentially what is just a double glazed unit that you plonk on and you bed on silicone, and there's something about not having that frame which concerned me. So it's quite nice that it's just a one-piece unit, comes ready and it sits straight on. The other option is to go for a lantern, and they've got a whole range of those. Anyway, I will stick their link and the discount code down below, so you can use that and head through if you want to have a look for yourself. And then once again, you can also go through and look for the EPDM roofing, and I think the discount code should work there on the Rubber for Roofs site as well. As far as U values are concerned, like the thermal properties of it, it's a fairly big expanse of glass, for the room, but actually in theory a lot of people go much bigger in their living areas. But double glazed unit, it achieves a centre pane value of somewhere like 1 point something. I'll put it up there. So it's pretty much the same as if you were to go out and buy a skylight for a loft conversion, you know, modern skylight. It's about the same. Now we're wrapping up this video on what happens to be the wettest day in a while, so I'm not really going to be able to give you a lovely finish shot quite yet, but I will sit the camera up there now just to give you a look at what it's like when it's got the worst of the weather. Then the next video on the porch project will be putting all this together. I've been working out here late nights this week getting all of my joinery ready for fitting the entrance. We're having this kind of vestibule glazed entrance with big glazed door here, and then I've been making up these cover boards, which are still drying, which will cap over all of the framework and all of the beams on the outside. So it's going to transform the look of it pretty radically once that's ready. But like I said, I'm just waiting for a dry day to get out there and get stuck back in again. Oh, and my last shameless plug of the video, mug plug, is the Restoration Couple mugs. I think we're probably down to the last 20 or so. So well over 3/4 of the stock gone, but they're all ready to send out. So I'll put the link to these below as well. We've sorted out US postage and European postage options, so you can find all that on the website. So let me know what you think down below. Any questions, stick them down there. And then on to the next job, which will be in a future video. But thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time. Good morning, folks. We are back on our porch project. No, not pork. Porch.